Okay, so as promised in the club history video of Torino FC, we did say we would look at Fiorentina. Now, the official name of Fiorentina is A.C.F. Fiorentina. Their nickname is I Viola, which is the Violets. They play at the Stadio Artemio Franchi in Florence, which has a capacity of 43,147, or Firenze if you speak Italian. The club was initially founded in 1926. They went bankrupt and were refounded in 2002, and they dropped down the divisions as part of that bankruptcy. There's only 4 teams that have played more seasons in Serie A than Fiorentina. They're one of 15 clubs to have reached 3 different European finals, and the only club to have played in all 4 UEFA competition finals that are sanctioned by UEFA. We are including the old Cup Winners Cup that was part of the UEFA coefficients side of things. So in European history, they're only one of 15 clubs that have reached 3 different European Cup competition finals. So Champions League, Europa League, the old Cup Winners Cup, and they're the only one that's appeared in 4 different European competition finals, because they've also appeared in the Conference League finals. So they've done the clean sweep of finals. Now, some teams have appeared in more finals than that, but they're the only one to have appeared in finals in each of the 4 UEFA sanctioned competitions that UEFA has run in its history. Of course, the Cup Winners' Cup no longer exists. We are excluding the Super Cup because that's a one-off game. So their European history is fantastic. They've got a great European history, but they've only won the 1 European major trophy. And their honours is quite interesting. Their most successful competition is the Coppa Italia. They've only won the Italian league twice, which is stunning considering that only 4 clubs have had more seasons in Serie A. Their lack of success is a little bit stunning, but without any further ado, let's have a look at their honours. They've won a fair bit. They're not an unsuccessful club, but they've only won 1 trophy in more recent times. They've won the league twice, as I say, in the 1955-56 season, which is their first league title, and their second and final league title is in the 68-69 season. So they've not had as much success in the league. The Coppa Italia is where they've won most silverware. They've won that 6 times. The 1939-1940 season, 1960-61 season, the 65-66 season, the 74-75 season, the 95-96 season, to make it 5, and most recently, last season, the 2022-2023 season, they won their 6th Coppa Italia title. So very successful in that competition. They've won the Supercoppa Italiana, which is their version of the Charity Shield, once. That was in 1996. And this is their only European triumph they've had, is in the old UEFA Cup Winners Cup. They won that in the 1960-61 season. However, they've appeared in other European finals. What is now the Champions League, formerly the European Cup. They were runners-up in the 56-57 season. The old UEFA Cup, which is now the Europa League, they were runners-up in the 89-90 season. And the UEFA Europa Conference League, which they were runners-up in last season, they're currently in the semi-finals of that competition as of recording of this video. So, as I say, they're the only club in Europe to appear in all the UEFA sanctioned finals that UEFA have ever run, and they're only one of 15 to have reached 3 in 3 separate competitions. So that's pretty mad. That is a unique club that they're part of, and at the moment they are the only club to appear in all 4 different UEFA finals. So there you go. I don't think that record gets broken. I don't think Real Madrid or Barcelona, for example, play in the Conference League at any point. So I do think Fiorentina will hold that record of being the only club to appear in 4 different UEFA finals out of the choice of UEFA competitions. It's a very interesting club, but again, much like the last 2 Swiss videos on Bellinzona and Neuchâtel Xamax, a lot of bankruptcy. There are financial issues across European football that go back over the last 20 years. They went bankrupt in 2001-2002, which is very, very interesting. And another reason why I decided to do the Fiorentina video after Torino is obviously in 1949 Torino had the Supercoppa air disaster where the whole team was wiped out, and Fiorentina helped support Torino in rebuilding their squad and rebuilding their club following that 1949 air disaster. And both clubs have a strong bond, and both sets of fans have a strong bond because of that assistance in the 50s from Fiorentina helping out Torino at the time. but a fantastic club. They've had some money issues, but they're starting to become successful again. They're reappearing in Europe. They've won their most recent silverware last season. They appeared in the European final last season, and they're currently in the semi-finals of the Europa Conference League. So they might return back to the final of that competition this season. As of recording, we don't know. They've got to play both legs of the semi-final, but they could be on the precipice of getting back to a European final again, to add to their collection of European finals appearances and runners-up medals and winners' medals as well. But it is that lack of success in the league that's a bit surprising, considering that only 4 other clubs have had more seasons in Serie A. That's a little bit surprising. But still, they've got a fair trophy cabinet, not too shabby trophy cabinet. They've had a fair bit of success, but there's other clubs in this league that have had more. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below about Fiorentina, the Violets. Fantastic historical club in Florence. One of my favourite clubs in Italian football. Obviously, famously, Batistuta is one of the players that played for Fiorentina back in the day. Batigol, one of the greatest strikers of all time. Gabriel Batistuta, famous Argentinian player, one of the best Argentinian players never to win the World Cup, in my opinion. Had great fun watching Fiorentina, as I say, play in the 90s. They had some success in the 90s with a couple of trophies. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.